Good evening to those who listen. It's September 17th, 2025, 8:55 p.m. And I've been, wow, there's a new one. I didn't even see that. There's some weird stuff going on with all these comets suddenly. We got the Comet 3I Atlas. We've known about that for a while, but the new one is Comet Swan 25b. And I did a video on that a few days ago. So they're supposed to be closest to each other. I've looked all this stuff up. When is the closest that these two comets will be to each other? And it came up with September 28th. So that's 11 days from now. The two comets will be close to each other. And then they both head towards the sun. And they will both be behind the sun at the same time, and supposedly they'll be hidden. They're calling it a blackout, which is weird. For 12 days, they'll both be behind the sun. You won't be able to see it. And then I saw something that said that these telescopes, the big ones, they're not allowed to report on these comets until after they appear from the sun. So that's weird. So I was going through my old videos that I've done about comets. So I just put in comet in the search, and it came up with a bunch of stuff, and I kind of wrote it down here. Last year, there was Comet 3A. That was last year, and I believe that was October of last year. For some reason, I didn't write that one down. But I was thinking 3A, that's weird. And then we got Comet 3I. Well, what do you got? If you do 3A and 3I, you get AI 33. We cooking with the number 33. What's going on? So I just thought that was kind of weird. AI 33. I didn't put it in as 33 AI. Hold on. Didn't get really anything from that. I came up with a flight track for Air India flight, but that was back in 2020. But I think it was October, which is weird. Let me see. No, it was August 2020. And then the other one, 33AI, didn't come up with anything either. So, but going back to this, we also had Comet Nishimura, September 29th, 2023, which September 29th is supposed to be the day that the two comets, the current ones, 3I Atlas and the Swan 25b, are supposed to be the closest to each other. There was a green comet, remember the green comet, and wound up turning red, and then it all broke up and everything. That was 2023, and then there was actually Comet Atlas and Comet Swan back in April of 2020, and they said that they were going to cross paths, but they wound up breaking up before that happened. So that was a little more than 5 years ago, that there was two comets named. I know Atlas is named after the telescope from Atlas, and Swan from the Swan telescope, but they were going to cross paths, and now they're not crossing paths this time, but they're coming close to each other right around the same time, which is really weird. And they said that the odds of that was astronomical. There was never no exact odds given, but billions, trillions to one that would happen. And then there was Comet Neowise back in July of 2020, which made me come up with the weird Martha Plimpton connection with Neo, from The Matrix. I don't know, just some weird stuff. I don't know if it means anything or not. I just had to put in a video. Maybe somebody else can add to this. Maybe have some kind of knowledge of something. I don't know. Just that's why I'm throwing it out there. I just think it's really weird that all these comets are suddenly appearing in the last, 5 years. It's kind of weird. So I had Chat GPT calculate this stuff too, and it has September 28th as the day that it's going to be the closest to each other. I don't know if this helps. It didn't help me, but these are the paths of the two comets. The yellow line is 3I Atlas, and the blue one is the Swan. So they come close to each other. I guess that's when the timing. But these have totally different trajectories and entry points. They're coming from opposite sides, which is weird in itself. And just that for them to be that close together is kind of rare, or it's even unheard of. Okay, really fast. I'm gonna have to do another part 2 because there's some more information that just came up. But I asked it, when will the comets be the close to the sun, and when will the comets be behind the sun in blackout period? How many days was the blackout period when we won't be able to see them? Close to the sun, 3I Atlas is October 29th. Swan will be September 12th, and the length of the blackout period, perihelion, 19 days. Crazy. Thanks for watching. God bless. Stay tuned for part 2. You ain't gonna believe it.